Hello, guys. This is Dr. Lior Bar-El, and look what floated my way, ladies and gents. That's right. I got the Nintendo Switch too, and unlike these paid-for reviewers, I waited quite a while to get this baby, and actually, today is the release date, but some people got it yesterday and all that, but I made the pre-order for y'all. I got the Mario Kart edition. I'm not only going to do an unboxing, I'm going to tell you if it's worth it or not. In my other video, I'm going to be comparing it to the Switch OLED and to the Lenovo Legion Go, and we're actually going to be looking at all of them, and I'm just going to be telling you what pretty much I feel I would prefer for the price. Okay, no doubt. I am a big Nintendo fan, you guys know, but I'm not biased. I don't forgive quick. So anyways, I'm not going to waste any time. I'm going to do the unboxing and tell you guys whether I believe you should buy it or not. Right now, I know some stores probably still have it, and I feel bad for all of you guys that got suckered on eBay and paid these guys a fortune to do the pre-orders. I told you guys not to do that. I said in specific order that people are canceling, and that's how I got mine, because, well, you'll see. So anyways, let's get right to it. Hey guys, so here we are. Now first I'm going to say this. I think it was Target or somebody, I forgot what, stapled receipts to their boxes. I was really praying to God that wouldn't happen to me, because obviously they made holes in the screen and there's a big issue with that. So anyways, let me just show you guys how it looks all the way around. Okay. Alright, so we're going to pull this little sucker out. Alright, so I'm going to show you guys how it is. Right away you open it, this is how it looks. Oh wow, okay. It opens like this. Okay, already something I don't like. Guys, so this explains exactly why they had holes in their screen. Stupid Nintendo actually put the LCD screen facing up. Why on earth would you do that? And it's also cardboard. It's not spongy. So, really stupid on Nintendo's end to do that. They should have had this down, like this, at least. It would have had some kind of protection. But maybe they were afraid that other things would get caught there. I don't know. Whatever. Here's the Joy-Cons. Okay, we'll get to that. Here's the other Joy-Con. I like that they're, color-coded. Really just basic box for what you're paying. Oh my God, you gotta be kidding me. Hold on, guys, check this out. So this box actually opens, and you're gonna see a lot of things here. So one is the Mario Kart is digital, obviously. So I'm gonna need to scratch it off and take that out. I guess these are the instructions. USB, a HDMI cable, which is great because I'm going to be doing a review for the 4XX by Elgato, who only decided to include one HDMI. Really stupid. This is for the mouse, and I'm going to get to that in a second. I'm like tossing it. So that's that. And let's see, is there anything else? Because I feel some heaviness here. Yes, of course there is. So we have the adapter. Okay. Doesn't even look like a fancy adapter. I'm not sure how long this cable is. Probably going to need to get another one. I am glad they included this, which they came out with in the other one as well. But this is more kind of ergonomic, a little bit more ergonomic, since they didn't do much with the Joy-Cons. So that's something to talk about. And, of course, that's it. So we're going to put this baby here. I'm going to probably put my old Switch OLED in that one. And here is the new docking station, which, by the way, I kind of like. And I'll tell you, I like the rounded off edges. I like the fact that it has breathing ports. Only Lord knows why they would cover it double. I mean, that just kind of takes out from the air, but whatever. You don't have to have it on. And, you know, it comes off exactly the same way. No magnets, no nothing. Just some cheapo plastic that I'm sure, just like I did on my other one, if you guys remember, I took this out and just made it a non-dock station that's just easier to operate. But this one I actually like. I think I would like this the way it looks. I do like that it has the 2 USBs like before, and the HDMI cable that goes in through here. Very weird. Very weird, actually. Huh. Did not expect that. Okay. And I guess this is more for the air. I see there's a fan in here, I think. I think there's a fan here. I mean, that's what I told you guys in the OLED version. Believe me, they wanted to do the up-res to 4K. And it has an Ethernet connection here, but they have a fan here, and I told you guys in the mold it looked like they were going to put a fan in there, and well, this one has to because it's 4K, right? So anyways, we're going to put that aside for now. Let me just take this because I have like resin and stuff and all kinds of other poop. Remember, I'm doing giveaways, so definitely stay tuned for that. So let's unbox this little baby here so you guys see how it looks. Right away, you know we're going to need a screen protector. Now, here we go. Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I hate their kickstands. I really do. I hate this piece of crap. And I hate the piece of crap that they had on the other Switch. And I'll tell you why. Because they're cheap plastic poop. The one Lenovo Legion Go has is just so much more practical. It folds. It's a beautiful solid. It's just so much better than this crap. I see this breaking guaranteed. I promise you. This will eventually break. It is poop on wheels. In fact, I'm so glad I don't use the kickstand almost ever, because if I did, it would break almost 100%. And I see a USB-C here. I'm glad they got a headphone jack in there. A game card, which is pretty useless, but you guys know how I feel about their new way of doing business. Let me see here. Another USB-C here. And I know there is a slot. Oh, it's here. They put the slot under here, so this covers this. And if this breaks, well, you're crap out of luck. But don't worry, there's still many more points of breakage here. Now, what do I mean by that? And this is why I wanted to... I already had my feel on the Switch before. You guys know on the Switch 2. I had my hands on it when I went to the show. But I didn't want to do any reviews like these paid for reviewers doing, and they're all telling you stuff and trying to get money off their content and videos. I said, let me see if they correct this, and I actually voiced my opinion on that, but apparently it didn't matter to Nintendo. This is the stupidest thing that you could freaking do. No joke. Stupidest, dumbest thing that you can do if you look at this chip. Now, why am I saying this? Because they should have done it, and I said that to them, on the Joy-Con itself that it has it. Because if a Joy-Con cracks, yes, $90, it sucks. But if this breaks, you're crap out of luck because the whole system is pretty much useless unless you send it in for repair and try to get it repaired and so on and so forth. Look how thin the stupid chip is. And I promise you guys, if they have a revision on the next Switch 2, most likely that's not going to be there. I can tell you that for a fact. Unless they're truly stupid. So let's take this out. And like I said, no holodecks, no nothing, no anything. It's the same stupid Joy-Con. Just feels a little bit more, you know, I don't know. It really feels the same to me. I'll be honest with you. It actually feels exactly the same to me. And same tiny stupid buttons that we've been begging Nintendo to put bigger buttons and all that stuff in there. Same stupid thing. So not really much to write home about. Now, this is how you put it in. You go like this. Hold on. And this is another beaut. See, it's magnetized, you see? And the only way you're going to release it is by hitting this, and then it comes loose. I'm not sure. I guess this thing pushes it off, which is also plastic poop, which only God knows how long this is going to last. But guys, all these little kids are going to have this system, okay? Believe me, they're going to break this. Anytime you're hard on it because you have big orangutan hands, you're going to break this. Now, if you think there's no movement here, you're dead wrong. So the other Switch had rails. You know, I wasn't a big fan of it. I had to redo the rails. You saw I did videos. I showed you how to redo the controller so you'll never have a problem. Hopefully they'll come out with upgraded kits. Well, not Nintendo, of course, but third party. And I'll show you guys how to do that by taking it apart and so on and so forth. But if you guys look really stupid, it still has some bend to it. And only Lord knows. I mean, magnets do last for a very long time, so I'm not going to totally down it just yet. But just really, it just feels like another version of Nintendo Switch, which it is, Switch 2, but pretty much the same exact system. It kind of looks like a mixture of the Switch Lite, the way it looks, how rounded off it looks, with a bigger screen. No joke. I'm not a fan of the mouse, and I'll tell you why. Because I have it on the Lenovo Legion Go. Okay, I barely use it. It's cool for first-person shooters. It's nice to be able to do that. I rather just go with a Pro Controller and call it a day. But if you want that precision of a mouse, because I like playing first-person shooters, never on a home system. I love playing it on the computer because I get better, you know, focus and headshots and so on and so forth. But on a system, which is a fingerprint magnet, by the way, like this, kind of don't really care for it. I really don't. But it is what it is. So let me show you guys how the mouse goes in. So we're going to take this out here. I just really think that Nintendo really missed the mark with putting that stupid thing on there. And there you go. And this also has the L and R buttons if you want to press, you know, you want to play a two-player game, which I promise you is the most annoying thing on a controller like this. Unless you're 8 years old. It'll feel great. And here's the mouse sensor, I guess. This is how it feels it. I don't know. I guess this is the sensor, actually. And it feels it and all that. And, of course, it's the same kind of, I guess, magnet. Let me see if it is a magnet. Yeah, they have magnets on the side, I guess. Yeah. So they have magnets on the side, if you look. See those little things? I think they're the magnets that's actually holding it. It's got a button here, but whatever. Most likely never going to play that ever. But this is just such a disappointment that this made it to the final thing. Because I could see this breaking almost 100%. 100%. Okay, guys. Well, let's stop talking and let's just start the stupid thing. Now, I know you guys want to see how this looks, right? So this cheapo little thing that'll probably 3D print better ones. But also magnetic. And I got to say, feels kind of good, but same thing like on the Switch, feels exactly the same. Very, I mean, this just makes you scream out, give me the damn Pro Controller already, okay, because this is annoying as hell. So, it is what it is, guys. Not really digging this. I always print my own, that's more, and it's just easier to play with, but pretty cool anyway that they include that. I really didn't think they were going to include it, to be honest with you, but I'm happy that they did. And let's see how it looks. Starts off just like the Nintendo Switch. I promise you, if people are holding this in their hands, if they don't have the word Switch 2 written on it, I promise you, no one's going to know you have a Switch 2. There's the music. Let's see the speakers. Okay, sound-wise, day and night. Sound is way better on this, definitely. And for $500 and some odd dollars with tax, $545, $47, it better be. Oh, it's music to my ears here. Finally, good sound. I mean, that's incredible. Internet settings. Searching for internet networks, which of course it's going to find mine here. And I got to tell you guys something. In terms of responsiveness, same exact thing. You know, you would figure it would be, let's see here. There you go, connection. Perfect. And just Operates as it should. About to download and update data. That's the first thing you want to do. Actually, guys, I will say this. The first thing that you ever want to do when you get this system, even your Nintendo Switch, is update to the latest. Even before you're going to be transferring data over from your old Switch to this, you're going to want to do an update on both of them. Okay, and I'm going to show you in the next video how to bring in your old stuff into it. So I don't know what's up with this. Like, it's telling me like all kinds of... Where's New York up on here? Okay, here we go. Now it says with Nintendo Switch 2, you can play games wherever you want, however you want. Okay. Using the stand. So basically it just shows you a tutorial how to use all of these things, which is like, whatever. We already know. Let's do... Oh my god, is that it? Okay, why can't I get the hell out of here? Using the stand. Oh, is it telling me to take it out? Okay, so it's telling me to actually take it apart. That's so stupid, but whatever. I guess it wants to show you how to do it. Connect to a TV. Do you want to connect to a TV and play on a larger screen? Later. View attachment guide, skip. Oh my god. Okay, let's get out of here. Let's update, please. And there you go. There's the update. Guys, really, I'm going to show you guys the side-by-side comparison in the next video. How these two look almost exactly alike. Very disappointing because even though I knew this was going to happen because I had my hands on it already, I kind of wish they didn't put... This actually is a weaker system than the Nintendo Switch in terms of how it's built. Okay? Definitely how it's built, it feels weaker because it has those two stupid things hanging that you know is going to break at some point. So right now it's updated to the latest. And you see right here it says start system transfer. We're not going to go into that right now. I'm going to shut this off and I'm just going to tell you my take on it because obviously I had my take on it and didn't look like anything was changed. So, whatever. It's not letting me shut it off. Alright, well, there you go. Anywho, so what do I think? I'm going to tell you. First off, their weak lineup, okay? Granted, I'm looking forward to Mario Odyssey 2, which is Donkey Kong Country. I mean, Donkey Kong, whatever. I'm looking forward to that, seeing how the heck it is and blah, 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 and whatever. Personally, me, it doesn't look like it's my type of game, but, you know, whatever. I am going to say this. I'm kind of disappointed because their lineup sucks, and there's no real, you know, reason to go out and get it ASAP. And to all of you guys that didn't manage to get your pre-orders, don't cry about it, really, because you don't need to. It's not like they have a big lineup anyway. So this is about a 3-foot cord. So it is actually a big cord. So that's pretty cool. I thought it was a shorter cord than that. So kudos to them for that. Now, I am going to say this. Guys, I would, if I didn't have this channel, I kid you not, I would most likely wait on it. Wait on getting another one. Waiting on getting the system. And the reason why is because you could still build your Nintendo Switch, you know, let's just see how it looks when it's charging. You could still build, I like that it has a bottom and a top now, like they do on the Lenovo Legion Go. Oh, God. All right, let it charge. I'm just going to shut this off. All right, and I am going to say this. I do not see a reason. Okay, I know all these paid-for reviewers will probably tell you, go get one, oh my god, I got one. I do not see a reason. If I didn't have this channel, I would not get it right now. I would wait probably till the next revision comes out, which most likely will be 100 times better. You guys remember when I got the first Switch and it only played for like an hour and a half to 2 hours, and then they come out with a freaking 6-hour one? Granted, a few years later, but in the meantime, you could build up right now, buying certain games that you have a huge library on the Switch, And if you guys don't have a Switch 2 and you're looking to get a Switch 1, see if you could get it real cheap. Like I've seen it for $100. I would just buy it and just play all your games, and eventually you could transfer them over to this when you get a better version of it. I personally just think it's an early adopter version, and it's something that's definitely going to be a lot of fixes and changes to it. Probably an OLED screen. I'm fine with an LCD. I really don't care, but OLED has so much more capabilities. But whatever, I'm cool with an LCD screen too. But I'm just saying it would be a much better system, I think. I think, personally, I feel like this was kind of rushed. I think originally they wanted the OLED version to be the next Switch, and I told you guys that before, and then it just didn't work out because of all of these things. They had shortages of chips. I'm not talking about tariffs here, because that was an excuse they had also, but, you know, whatever. But the thing is... I believe that's what they wanted. And then finally they said, you know what, we're just going to come out with another system. The system that we said cannot handle Bluetooth and doesn't have Bluetooth suddenly had a Bluetooth update in the OLED version, and it came out for everybody and trickled down. Same exact thing. I just feel this was released in a rush. I don't see how this was well thought out. I just don't. Now, it being beefed up with a better processor, a better this. I mean, that's just common sense. You're going to do that in the next gen system. This thing is still not PlayStation 5 material. This is not a Lenovo Legion Go. It's not. It's not a Steam Deck. It's not any of that. It's just, I'm not going to say it's a Lenovo Legion Go. Let's put it that way. What I am going to say is, it is the next Switch, and it has probably the power of a PlayStation 3, possibly a 4. Okay? No doubt games are going to run nice. You're going to have, it's going to look nice on a screen, small screen, you know, big screen, 4K. You're going to notice a big difference because when I play Breath of the Wild on my Switch on a 43-inch monitor, it looks like absolute poop. And on this, when I'm going to get the updated edition and pay $10 for it, it's going to look really nice. There's no doubt about it. I'm going to take a look, and I'm going to let you guys know in a video what do I think of that. But the thing is, what I'm saying, it just feels rushed. It doesn't feel like something that I would go out of my way to go and get, especially if you own a ROG Ally, Steam Deck, or Lenovo Legion Go. The only reason you would get a Switch is for first-party games. I love when they had the commercial of Hogwarts Legacy, and the way they marketed it, it was like it never came out for the Switch. Absolutely stupid, okay? Everything in it, the lineup is dumb, and it's actually promoting what we hated about the original Switch, which became a port. Everything is just ported to there, and of old games are ported to there. Now we're getting the same thing. Oh, we're having Cyberpunk after we beat it a million times. Elden Ring, I do videos of that. Literally, NG number 5 right now. Like, you know, all of these games have been beaten to hell, and they're bringing it to the Switch. So again, it's giving me these negative vibes of what the Switch is. What's next? Retro games again, and that's going to be the go-to? It's just not... It. You know, when you come out with a system, when they came out with the original Switch, you had Mario Odyssey everywhere in the Nintendo world of Manhattan, of New York City. They had a whole show. Everything was dancing. They have nothing for this. Nothing. Literally nothing. It's poop. They got nothing for it. So I'm not going to say go ahead and go and get this system. Granted, I'm probably going to enjoy it. I love video games. I'm going to enjoy it. I wouldn't pay $500 some odd for a system that I don't feel. I'm not going to recommend to you to spend $547 because it's included taxes. God knows what they charge in Australia or Canada. But guys, what I'm saying is I cannot with a clear conscience tell you to go and get this system. Now, if you're into first-party games, because that's the only reason you would get a Nintendo Switch or a Switch 2, we have a weak lineup right now. Oh, yeah, it's coming out soon. Yeah. But right now, we got Mario Kart. I'm a Mario Kart fan, but let's face it, not really, you know, would be nice if it's part of a lineup, but looks like that's the lineup. And then you got Donkey Kong that's coming out in July. Amiibos that are at $30 a freaking piece. You believe that? Insane. And I'm a big collector of Amiibos, and now to get all my Zeldas, because now they got new characters for Zelda, I'm going to have to pay another $120. Absolutely ridiculous. So I'm just going to say this, guys. I personally wholeheartedly, if you're into first-party games like I am, you probably will want to go and get them, but there's nothing in the lineup for first-party games unless you're a diehard fan of Kart and Donkey Kong that's coming out. I don't see any lineup right now that's telling me go rush and pre-order and get it. And I pre-ordered for the channel, but honest to God, I wouldn't have. I would not waste $547 on a freaking system right now when I already bought a Lenovo Legion Go, when I already have other things that I'm doing. So it just comes down to, do you want to be an early adopter? I promise you the next version is going to be way better than this, obviously. But as it stands right now, I am not happy at all with it. I'm just not happy. I'm sure when I play the games, I'm going to like it. Again, I'm not doubting it's going to look better than the Switch on the OLED. There's no doubt about that. It's going to look better on a 43-inch monitor. But what am I playing there? What am I buying there? I'm going to be playing Kart. I'm going to do a whole series and do a giveaway like I always do. So definitely stay tuned for that. But what am I buying here? What makes me go and spend $500 some odd on a system that has a weak lineup? Oh, we got a little commercial that finally, 2K wants to finally do a game for this after they flopped with Blind Squirrel in 2K18. I'm never going to let that go. That was the reason I opened the channel, because they conned people into getting in it, and Nintendo refused to accept that it was a horrible, horrible port until they later dismissed it. But, so many people wasted money on it, and I wanted to open up a channel to give you guys the truth from a non-paid for reviewer point of view. And I got to tell you, guys, I'm still saying it, not worth it. Still has the jiggle. It feels cheap. It feels, and if you're holding it in your hand, I promise if this is not seen, everyone will think you have a regular Switch from afar. It's just going to look like that. You're going to enjoy this to play Mario Kart, but all the other games, it's going to have the same kind of thing. It's just a port. Whenever the hell they come up with their real lineup, that's when they should have released this system. They shouldn't have rushed it out. They rushed it out also during the tariff wars, and God knows, maybe it would have been cheaper. Who the hell knows? But because of all of these things, and it will remain that way, and $90 games is not due to tariffs, things go up. Now, I am going to explain to you about this. A lot of people that are mad about the $90 game and blah, 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 blah. Guys, just remember one thing. Every game you buy today, I have an issue with. Because now, in order to get a game at $60 for a basic edition, better edition, $90, $120 for a full version. Well, not really, because you only get Season 1 pass, and then you have to pay for Season 2 and Season 3. Guys, this isn't new, and Nintendo shouldn't be held accountable for it. Everybody does these miserable things, and I see a lot of people writing to me on the comments and saying we don't like Nintendo's practices, but then again, all of them do that. They're talking about bricking the Switch. It's horrible. Guys, if anyone owned a Vita or a PSP, okay, PSP, they found out ways around it. And believe me, they'll find ways around that, how to unbrick your system too. Believe me, hackers will do it. But what I'm saying is, what did they do in the Vita? First off, Sony abandoned all of his people by just saying, we're done with the Vita. Oh, phones could come out with whatever. Already that proves Sony sucks, what they did to the people who bought their system. Me, of course, and a bunch of others. Another thing is, they said if you guys are hacking it in any way, you're going to be banned from the store, banned from this. They're practically bricking your system to begin with. PlayStation Portable, the original, if you try to attempt to hack or crack or whatever, they bricked your system. This isn't new. This isn't new, guys. Nintendo is just being vocal about it and saying, hey, guys, we have it in the EULA that we're telling you we're going to brick your stuff. They did it anyway. Every system did it. So I'm not going to hold Nintendo's, face to the fire unless I'm holding all of their faces to the fire, all their heads to the fire. Anyways, the way it stands, bottom line, not worth it. I'm just going to say it. Until they come out with a good lineup, I just don't see why I should recommend, with a clear conscience and tell you, guys, go get it, go get some, go do it right now. When computer games and all this other, and if you own an ROG Ally, Steam Deck, or Lenovo Legion Go, you really don't need this system unless you're looking to play first-party games. So I'd wait, because the first-party game's weak right now until they come out. you know, until you got a good lineup. I would build up that Nintendo Switch, you know, build up more of the games, because then they're backwards compatible anyway for the most part, most games or whatever the hell they call it. So just know that and just understand that, and you'll be happy that you didn't succeed in the pre-order, or that you didn't pre-order, and just wait for it. That's my take on it. I know some of you guys are going to be slap happy you bought your new system, and you're going to probably tear me apart in the comment section, and that's fine. I love you guys all equally the same. I'm just giving you guys from an honest reviewer point of view, from a guy who doesn't get paid to tell you something is good. I'm not a Nintendo ambassador. Obviously, the second they look at any one of my videos, they'll be like, hell to the no. Okay, so you guys know, even though I'm a fan of Nintendo, I'm not gonna allow them to make a joke out of people. And guys, this just feels cheap for the price that you're paying. Granted, it is a more powerful system than the Switch. That doesn't mean anything to me unless they come out with a PlayStation 5 power in a portable handheld, and they could do all of that beauty. Or even Lenovo Legion Go to come out with something as powerful as that could do all of these things. Because eventually we all know the Lenovo Legion Go is going to crush it, because they're going to come out with an emulator eventually for this, and they'll be able to play it on that. I don't know what to tell you. What I'm saying is, I just can't with a clear conscience recommend it. I love you guys, and I give you guys nothing but the truth. And I'm just telling you, same kind of Joy-Cons, really. It's gonna drift. You're gonna have drift. There's no doubt about it. Even when I spoke to the guy and I said, did the drift problem go away? He just ignored me. Didn't even want to answer that, because he knows this is gonna be drift, and I can feel it. I can feel this is going to be drift. And I really don't care what they say. I see what they did here with the bubbles. They have a bubble going up, which should kind of, not really, but kind of mitigate just a bit. So it might take a little longer till it does that drift. But the point is, it's drifting. It's going to drift. And guess what? Now they're no longer $60. They should be $20 each. But no, now they're $90, possibly more. Who the hell knows what they're going to do? But that's my take on it. So anyways, guys, I love you guys for offering Patreon services, but you see, I don't have a Patreon. I worked 3 jobs to make this happen. I love you for offering it. I'd rather you guys keep the money to not invest in this, or invest whatever the heck you want. But to invest in yourselves, invest in your families. We live in uncertain times, as always. This is the reason I opened this channel, just to give the honest truth to the people at large. And you guys are helping me and doing more than enough. I don't need your money. I need your comments. I need you to help me. I need you to help me convince people around the world, okay, to come to our channel to get real information from real people like you and I. I need them to sift through less garbage, because you know these paid-for viewers advertise nonstop. I need them to come to this channel and see the truth from people like you. So you comment, do you agree, do you disagree with me? You're my jury, okay? And you're judging me. Do you agree, do you disagree? What do you think? I want to hear all of it. Love you guys. As always, this is your boy right here, always going to give you guys the truth. I'm not a sellout. So if you like what you see, like, subscribe, hit that bell button. Share it with everybody you know. Make the family grow. Comment down below. Have a good one, y'all. Take care. Bye. And one more thing. Make sure that you see all my playthrough videos that I'm doing, and go on my Instagram. I got hacked, so I made another Instagram account, so I'm starting from scratch. Vortex Cinema. You'll see the new toys that I'm working on and all these new cool things that I'm doing giveaways. And I will be doing a giveaway after the series of Mario Kart, and any game that I do walkthroughs. Right now we're doing Wukong and WWE 2K25. So there's going to be prizes after that. So definitely join the channel, check it out, and let me know what you think. Have a good one, y'all. Take care. Bye. As always, guys, if you like what you see, self-funded here, be sure to check out all my other stuff, from mini-series to unboxings to technology, you know, and Nintendo reviews and 3D printer reviews and all that good stuff. If you like what you see, the only way you can help the channel is by liking this video, subscribing, and hitting that bell button. As many more cool videos to come. Definitely want you guys in it, and I want you guys to be vocal. Definitely comment down below. I want to hear what you guys have to say. Have a good one, y'all. Take care. Bye.